All right. Okay. All right. Say that thing you just said.
I said, fuck. What did I say?
I was putting in the SD card.
Oh, more like the suck dick card.
Oh. That's not... It's funnier the first time.
Yeah. That's fair.
I'm remote controlling my camera. I really can't actually tell if I'm in focus. I'm using autofocus.
Yeah.
Looks good, though.
You look great.
Thanks.
The new look is really good, too.
Oh, I'm a new
New-ish
man.
look. I mean, how new is it to you, even?
2 weeks, I
It's
think.
just a variant.
Yeah,
It's
I
good.
mean, I just shaved everything but my lip. I don't think I'm going to stick with it. I think I'm going to get the beard back.
Yeah,
It's for a photo shoot that I did.
Oh,
Cartoon
good.
photo shoot.
Good.
Got some great, hilarious pics out of it. You're going to love it.
I can't wait.
It's going to titillate you. It's going to titillate anyone who may be watching.
Yeah. If you like this, you'll like, if you like the theme song to this episode, this podcast, you'll love Michael's music. I don't know if anyone here has listened to Michael's music. I mean, other than the people we know.
Right.
But if anyone's here passive, first of all, we never really talk about this. We're musicians.
It's true.
Michael made the theme song, and it sounds like doesn't sound too far off of what you would make.
It's true. Yeah,
for
no.
fun.
It's got my sensibilities in it. That's what I do.
Maybe your most adept thing.
I
mean,
think so,
video,
but there's so much. There's just every market that I'm in,
Yeah,
highly saturated. Podcasts,
yeah, we've talked about this.
oversaturated. Music, oversaturated.
Video editing.
The least saturated market
Mm-hmm.
as a vocation, and even still, like objectively, highly saturated.
Yes.
You know,
Right.
but that's okay.
It is.
How are you? Nice tits.
Thanks. I literally brought my own slippers to this thing. I wore other shoes and then I brought slippers.
You slipped the slippers on for the recording
Yeah.
of this podcast.
Yes.
Is that okay? You want to talk about them? I guess we're talking about
There's
them
not
now.
much to say, but yeah, it's just I was like, you know what? I want to wear these, and I'll keep my feet warm. in
Blue
this cold room.
suede, it looks like. Would you?
Blue suede shoes.
Yeah, all right. You fucking
Elvis was
pedophile.
a fucking asshole.
I don't know.
Now, here's the other thing. At the top of the last episode, you were like, Jesse's not able to be here, and he didn't specify why. And I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
In my text,
Did I not?
I didn't ask.
Okay.
But over text message, you didn't, and I thought it would be funny to shit on you.
I thought I did, but here's what happened. I was sick, and I thought it was going to blow over by Sunday, and it kind of didn't. And then because I was sick, I slept like shit that night, and then I was sick still and very underslept, and I was like, this is not a good idea.
You did say that you were sick, a couple days earlier, and you were going to feel it out. But on the
Yes.
day of,
That's right.
I forgot that you had been sick.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I see where the
We figured it
Yeah,
out.
that was me being like, I might cancel tomorrow, depending on how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually it was me saying, I'm canceling because of the other thing. But in a vacuum, I don't understand.
It's okay. Bryce cleaned up your mess.
He did. I wouldn't have anyone else do it. And if anyone else did it, I'd be mad at you.
You'd be mad?
No, you can do whatever you want.
Thanks.
I was glad to see that anyone cleaned up my mess.
You should get mad at me. Yeah, Bryce was my first call. After him, I was just going to fucking go on Craigslist.
That would be insane.
I'd love to start bringing in just drifters
That
and
would be
random
insane.
characters off the internet. Be cool.
to really do that.
Get them here under false pretenses and then, see what happens.
Yeah.
I'll purport to be like a major media outlet because that's how it feels to me.
It's pretty legit. It's like in this era, it's like you could be very insanely popular and successful, and this is what it looks like.
Yeah, true. I mean, fucking Theo Von's podcast. All those big podcasts have podcast studios, but all a podcast studio is this, but with a table.
I know. The whole thing about podcast networks too. At this point, it's so democratized.
Yeah, podcast networks. It's one big jerk off fest,
It is.
and that sounds like something I'd really be into.
But yeah,
It's a rare instance where I'm gonna pass.
there's
No
this
thanks.
there's this podcast called Get Played, and they talk about video games, and I quite like it. And for the longest time, production value fantastic. And then they switched quote unquote podcast networks. And what I didn't realize was what that meant was they actually go to a different room and are recorded by a different set of engineers and get, mixed by a different
Interesting.
producer, whatever.
So a
And-
whole new team of people.
Right, like when I was under the impression like clearly they're making this happen or whatever. They have like a go-to person, but they were going to an office and doing it, and now they go to a different office. And that since they switched, it like went to shit. And I was like,
Awesome.
I was like, first of all, it's so easy to control the quality of this thing. That period, and then two, to like go to work for your.
Do they have
go to an office?
Do they have video? Is it audio only?
No, it's audio
Are
only.
That's ridiculous.
So much of it is unnecessary, and then the fact that the unnecessary components were worsening the podcast made me so frustrated.
It's just voices.
It's just voices.
Wow. That's too bad.
It's too bad.
That's like McKay's, our local bits and bobs vintage video game store that overcharges stupid people.
Similar vibe.
They sell stuff over MSRP, well documented, but people still go and pay that premium price for used merchandise because they don't know any better.
Now, here's the thing. What I'm coming to understand about McKay's is I think they don't know any better both directions.
I refuse to believe that.
Well, all the time I find records there that are severely underpriced. I found the Dresden Dolls, I think their first record, and it's extremely rare, and it routinely goes for $100, and they're selling it for $20.
I know you can find good deals at McKay's. I think it's on a case-by-case basis.
It is.
There's no way every time they get an Akai MPK 25
Fuck those.
that they just accidentally list it for $20 above MSRP.
I know.
That is so easily Googleable. There's no way they're not just Googling that when they get it, and then they keep selling them immediately. So like, how about let's just make it more expensive than it would be brand new and see if people buy it. And that happens because your grandma pops in there shopping for your Christmas gift and knows that you like techno beats and want to make an album.
I got you a music production studio. It was only $500.
It says it comes with 9 million presets.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Maybe she does know what that means. Maybe grandma is Tiesto.
Yeah. Wow.
Could be.
I would like that much better.
Could be.
I want to know the old women making EDM, but now just generically, I'm curious about like old women making electronic music.
It's a boys club in there.
It is, but like
It's a young boys club.
soundtrack to Bomberman Hero, woman, fucking awesome. My favorite soundtrack, video game soundtrack, period. And then Clockwork Orange, trans woman.
Wow.
At the time, I don't know if she did Clockwork Orange before she transitioned or not, but
It's cutting edge either way.
it is.
I don't think I should refer to being trans as cutting edge.
Oh, that's at the time, yeah. I had on many trends.
Being
it's not a trend.
Being trans at all, anytime before now, was more cutting edge.
It was rarer to see out in the open.
Yeah, it was
Taboo.
openly mocked
Yeah.
in mainstream forms of media.
Oh yeah, it's like the classic dumbass joke is like, "Oh my god, you caught the old fat dad in a dress? This isn't what it looks like." You know?
Yeah, and we all agreed that was hilarious, family-friendly comedy. It's cool. Hey, welcome to the Slime Zone.
Slime Zone.
Hey, so here we are finally in the Slime Zone. The episode has begun. I'm going to
Great.
cut everything we just said.
That's
I'm going to cut all of it.
a little bittersweet, but
I didn't like
understand.
it. I didn't like it.
You kept none?
No. I kept all of it.
Oh. All right.
I'm going to put
It's a
in
little
new
bittersweet.
stuff. I'm going to make it about me. I'm going to re-record, and it's just going to be me sitting where you're sitting, and I'm going to make up my own responses to all the stuff that
That
I
could
was
be
saying.
funny. You could have done that when I was gone.
That's true. Maybe I'll do a Slime Zone episode like that where it's all about me.
Every season has some weird episode like that.
Oh, you're saying that could be the thing?
You could have a weird like meta like fourth wall breaking episode of sorts and it's just like that's the weird one that happened.
The weird one. Yeah, that's our April Fool's episode. Haha.
Ooh, coming up.
It's time for it.
Ish.
All right. Well, listen, we got a lot to do.
Okay.
To talk about. Hey, it's Valentine's Day as of the airing of this episode.
That's right.
It airs. What a rustic term.
I know. What? It airs because it's going through the airwaves.
Yeah, well, it is going through the airwaves. Lots of stuff's going through the airwaves these days. Let's talk about the airwaves. I don't want to talk about the airwaves.
Me either.
What I do want to talk about is getting our dicks wet.
All right. Yeah, it's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day today.
Yes, it is. It's very romantic. We're feeling all lovey-dovey and cummy-wummy up here in the slime zone.
Well,
And we thought it would be a good idea to share our opinions on forms of physical affection.
yes.
I think we should do a tier list on forms of physical affection,
This is good.
i.e., or e.g.,
Mm-hmm.
kissing,
Okay.
hugging,
Mm-hmm.
hand jobs,
Oh, man.
titty twisters.
I'm really interested for your responses, and I'm really interested in how reserved my responses will or won't be.
interesting. Yeah, you should just cut loose.
Yeah. Oh, I'm feeling feisty.
All right,
Okay.
here we are. Got this pulled up.
This is a great use of Valentine's Day.
I think so. This is a productive discussion for all of us. Everyone's got opinions on these things. We are going to be ranking forms of physical intimacy from perfect to amazing to great to good to pretty good, which
I know.
I would think is better than good.
I know what. I guess we can move it, can't we?
Can we?
On the right,
Yeah.
if we just click that up arrow.
That's more like it. Okay.
You didn't adjust for the fact I'm a virgin.
That's hilarious. I want you to just pretend for this. This is
All
a
right,
thought
all right,
experiment.
I will. I got it. It's all theoretical to me.
We're all fantasizing here. I'm also a virgin for anyone listening.
Yeah, I know the Cummy Bear segment may indicate otherwise, but
Yeah. I've
actually,
never touched my penis.
It's really more why it happened is because we're virgins.
Yeah, all I had to do to fill that plastic bag with cum was just touch it.
Gently touch it with a pinky finger.
Yeah, my frenulum grazed the opening to the bag. They're like, oh
no.
Yeah, people really thought you were eating cum.
I know, it's funny. I was. There's a hair on it. I
You
love
were.
that. That's my favorite part.
It's all true.
There's a hair on it.
It's all true. You did eat cum. There was hair in there.
There was hair on it.
Okay, let's take a look at what we're doing.
All right.
We're ranking forms of physical intimacy from perfect to amazing to great to pretty good to no thanks to ew. All right, that's the range of rankings.
It's a lot. But we'll get there.
Let's jump right into it. Okay, anal.
Jeez, man.
Anal's no thanks for me.
So I've never done it.
Oh, well, you're a virgin.
To me, it's not.
Sorry.
I can't tell for me if it's ew because I don't. It feels unfair. Like who knows? I could love it.
I never done it. That's because I don't like
Makes
the
sense.
idea of it.
To me, it is. It is currently no thanks. If you want to go to ew, we should put something in ew. It may as well be that, right?
I think anal's an ew for me just because like I'm just not into it.
That's great.
Like even if someone wanted me to analyze them, I would really rather not
what about getting analyzed?
get a
Analyzed.
cock in my butt.
Yeah.
I'd probably accept a cock in my butt.
Before giving one?
That's not true. I'd accept a strap-on cock in my butt. I don't want a dude in my
Oh,
butt.
sure.
Because it's like feeding stray cats. Once you give them a little bit, and they keep coming back
floodgates.
for more. I would accept a plastic cock in
You
my
think
butt.
you could see that happening?
Oh, that's nothing compared to
Yeah.
spearing a cock.
Yeah, I could. I think
I just don't.
for me, it is currently no thanks. And so it feels pretty natural. But yeah, it was great. It was a fine place for it because I'm definitely not ready.
No thanks to me is like borderline indifferent. Take it or leave it. Is take it or leave it. No thanks is
Yeah, I have an aversion somewhat
Yeah.
to it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Titty
suckle.
Titty suckle. I thought that's a
Titty
titty
suckle.
sucky, which is also wonderful. A titty suckle, I think that's pretty
I
good.
think that's pretty good. Me
Pretty-
too. I agree.
Pretty good, yeah. I like
Boobs
'em.
are where it's at, I think.
Boobs rock,
And I
dude.
don't think anyone disagrees. Like, there's no casual boob fan. Or, I mean, sure.
I
But
think there are casual boobs.
there are. But I guess what I'm saying is I think there's a unanimous vibe of like, oh, boobs are mythical and great. And we all agree.
Right, that's the trope, the male stereotype.
It is.
They're boob obsessed.
But
I think
women
more
as well.
more guys are butt obsessed. If you taken a survey of
That's
men,
true.
I feel like it's 60-40. 60 badonkadonk,
I think I would agree.
40 milkers.
I would agree. I think women also agree on the boob thing, though.
Yeah, boobs are fine.
Like the female form.
I'd love
Yeah.
a good titty suckle.
Yeah, me too.
I'll do it. A massage.
Giving or receiving.
I'd just say, both ways. Just factor in both. I'm a fan. I'd say pretty good. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'd rank it. Would I rank a massage over great or over titty suckle?
I'm good on a massage.
You're good.
It's a world that I could invest more in. But for me, it's like, yeah, I'm not like in pure bliss
Yeah.
in any massage.
I like a massage for like practical reasons.
Right.
To me, it's not inherently erotic. I've never engaged in massagery as a form of foreplay.
Right. I pretty much haven't, for the most part, that hasn't been part of the equation either, which tells you something.
It does.
I think a lot of people are like, yeah, we don't need that.
It speaks volumes of cum.
I think it's good. It's nice, but I
It's
don't need
nice. It's good. All right.
it. Yeah.
We're putting massage in good. How about neck kiss?
I think a neck kiss is pretty good.
I'd say at least pretty good. I think neck
You're
kisses
more into it.
really seal the deal.
Yeah, it's indicative of a new echelon of thing. Like it's almost like maybe the first step.
You don't
towards,
kiss a neck unless you're about to fuck.
exactly. It's a
to.
gateway drug.
I think a neck kiss is at least great.
All right, I agree with that.
For me,
It's pretty good.
both giving and receiving. Neck kisses are hot and steamy and
Yeah.
very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Nose kiss. Now that is reserved for dogs and cats. A little nose kiss.
Yeah.
I
Chaz
don't-
is giving me one.
I don't. Yeah, Chaz is. You got a cat trying to.
Chaz,
give
you love my fucking hair.
He'd give you a hickey if he could.
He's trying to. Look
Doesn't
at
have
what
to-
he's doing.
He can't form the suction.
that.
I'd put nose kiss under.
This is like a cute thing.
Yeah, I get it as like a cute like boop. You're gonna boop on the nose.
It is
or whatever.
pet oriented, isn't it?
It's very pet oriented. Then you can call your significant other your little pet.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I'm putting it in an I'm not like averse.
Yeah. I'm with you on it.
Staring into each other. Like taking some pliers and some, what do you call the thing that you use the dentist, the orthodontist? What's the tool you put in your mouth at the orthodontist to keep your mouth open?
Oh my god, the like gate, like the like mouth guard shit.
The gaper, yeah. They like put it like stretches your mouth open so they
I
can.
know you're like drooling at the corner the whole time.
Yeah, I want to put one of those in a pussy
Wow.
and stare into that.
That's your interpretation. Is that just a thing that's coming to mind?
That's
as
my
a result.
interpretation of the phrasing of this unit.
So, yeah, because it's not eyes.
Stare into each other.
Each other is yeah. Oh, I got it.
I'm staring
So-
into her pussy.
And
She's
you
staring into
have
my ass.
you have a mirror, a set of mirrors, a system of mirrors that are just like show her. Your
it depends
asshole.
on the couple, right? It's
Yeah.
either mirrors or a form of body contortion. All right.
You could be like this.
Yeah, like I'm
And
squatting
staring.
over her face or his face, depending on what sexuality I am.
Right.
And I got his butthole or her pussy or whatever. Come on, man. I'm just gonna
I understand. Just
Don't
put it
let
where
me
you think
continue
it is.
doing this.
Stop. Stop. It's good.
Yeah, it is good. Staring into each other's eyes. I think at least good. If we're talking about intimacy,
You have to find that. You can't just be like, we're doing this now. You have to be like, reach it.
right? It's but when it happens and it's good,
Yeah.
I'm putting it under
It's pretty insane.
under great. For me,
For sure.
I think it's at least great. It is so intimate.
Yeah,
I don't make eye contact with many people.
I agree now. It's great.
I've never looked at your eyes. I don't know if you've ever noticed.
It can bring it when it hits the right moment. It elevates things.
Yeah, man. It's bonerific.
It's bonerific.
Yeah, we'll leave
Ear
it great.
bite.
I feel like we might adjust this later. Ear bite.
So an ear bite,
This is hot topic.
not for me to receive, but I'm happy to give them,
Interesting.
and they can be a hit.
Have you been ear bitten a little too hard?
I've been ear bitten before, and it just feels like there's like no arousal with it for me. It just feels purely. It almost feels like someone's just.
Huh.
It doesn't integrate into a feeling for me. It just feels like someone's applying pressure to my ear. And I'm like, well,
Interesting.
it doesn't send like tingles through my body. Personally,
I like it. I think it's. I wouldn't put it under neck kiss though. I mean, neck stuff's better than ear stuff. For me, I'd say maybe pretty good, but I'm gonna put it. I think between the both of us, we probably average it good.
I'm gonna do pretty good.
Okay.
Because when I if someone I'm with enjoys it, I like to give it.
Yeah, that's largely how I feel about titty suckles. Although I do like titties in my mouth.
Right.
Yeah, that's more or less accurate.
Okay.
Forehead kiss.
So
How sweet.
I think I even like receiving a forehead kiss.
That's great. I got no problems with a forehead kiss.
And I like giving them. I think that they are great.
You think a
I
forehead
think
kiss
they're
is
very
great?
cute and fun.
Wow. Okay. You feel more strongly about it than I do.
I kind of like getting one.
I would put it under good,
That's fair.
but
Let's go pretty good
I
then.
think pretty good. Let's meet in the middle. Forehead kisses, we all
I'm with
agree
that.
they're at least pretty good. Can't go wrong.
Now,
Sitting
sitting-
close together.
Just feels like the basis of almost all of this.
Yeah. It's like a requisite. I'm going to put it under. Honestly, yeah, that's hard to place because it's
Yeah.
like it's not like it's or it's not like it's you sitting close together.
Yeah.
But to say it's amazing,
I know. It's like sitting close together, which also that doesn't even mean like someone could say we're sitting close together.
it's true.
We're not sitting far apart.
You ever sit in
but-
the back of a sedan, a full sedan?
Exactly.
You're sitting close together with whoever's back there.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Cuddle.
So, I mean, it's great.
Yeah, cuddling is great. I think that's pretty cut and dry.
Me too.
Cuddling is great. We all love it. It's not perfect. Okay. Not amazing. It's great.
Cool.
Sometimes it's amazing. I don't
You're
know.
right. Right. There's variance.
It's also varied. Hug from
the
the
back.
back. Interesting.
So if the wrong person does this to me at the wrong time, I get like the bristly reaction.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm bristling 24 hours a day. So I do know what you
You
mean.
live a life as if someone's hugging you.
I'm a bristle. I do like a hug from the back, especially from boys that I don't know very well.
Right. It's good enough for me. It's kind of take it or leave it. I guess I like to give it, but also I think about there's something to it being a little. It's very vulnerable.
It is a vulnerable thing. You don't hug an acquaintance from the back. That's a thing between partners.
Right.
Maybe you do.
No, you're right. I think a hug from the back is really good to give to somebody when it's good,
Right.
but I think that's rarer and not for everybody. And I don't love getting it. So I would say
Interesting.
good or personally.
You say good. I want to say pretty good for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like it, like a good hug, especially an anal oriented hug.
Anal or yeah.
Well, it's a hug from the
I
back.
get
That's
you.
where your sphincter is.
I understand.
Play fight.
Various concepts. Play fighting.
Play fight. That what does that mean?
I don't like this. I had
We're gonna practice verbal.
I know like sparring verbally.
You want to?
I dated someone in college who like wanted to play fight me, and it was just like
Like physically play.
yes,
fight
like like wrestle.
Wow.
And I really didn't like it.
That's
It's not for me.
I'm not really into that.
I might say ew.
You'd say I would say no thanks.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely no thanks. It might be ew in the sense of like I will escape this situation if it starts.
Yeah,
Like I'm not even gonna be like, all right, for you.
I would be like I would indulge it.
Right. I guess I've already gone through this.
Right. Yeah.
Have you ever done it?
I don't think so.
Right?
Play fight. I really don't.
Seems.
I can't fully wrap my head around that. Like wrestle, like wrestling. I mean,
It was basically what I'm thinking of play fighting is you're basically like trying to pin the other person.
oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that in kung fu movies. What it is
Not
like
my
kind of
bed.
that is kind of a trope in a lot of action movies with female co-stars, where she pins the guy.
Yeah, and then it's like, are they going to kiss? And it's like,
Yeah.
there's no time. The villain's still right there.
Right.
There's a
Yeah.
moment of like, yeah.
They're fighting maybe two adversaries, a man and a woman, and the woman bests the guy almost, she like pulls her punch or whatever.
Right.
But she's like got him pinned and she's on top of him, and then they're like,
yeah, wait, do we like that?
whoa, all of a sudden I'm into this. Yeah, not really a thing that I can buy. Kiss. A kiss on the mouth, amazing.
Yeah, I would say amazing. And
that's your bread and butter.
it's yeah, it's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Who doesn't love a kiss? Some. Tickle. Tickle
Ew.
is a ew for me.
Ew for me.
You feel strong.
It's an ew
I
for
don't
me.
like it because I am very ticklish.
Me too.
But it can be very funny. I don't like being tickled due to the sensation, and also like I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt the person doing it by accident.
Right?
We should put it under you.
I hate every version of being tickled. There's no fun version for me. I hate it. I hate it on accident. I hate it on purpose. I hate it. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's not something that I would ever inflict on an unwilling person.
And yeah, I never do it. I never tickle anyone. So I'm like, just seems mean.
Yeah, respect my autonomy. It's my body, my choice.
Mhm.
I choose to not be tickled. How about a cheek kiss?
See, a cheek kiss for me is amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Right next to a normal kiss.
Sure, why not? I love a good cheek kiss.
It's like
I prefer a cheek kiss over a neck kiss. Or no, a cheek kiss over a forehead kiss.
I do too.
Yeah. Forehead kisses are fine.
I think a
but
cheek kiss is like the fries to the burger that is a kiss. It's like, man, you gotta have them. They're fucking great.
I totally agree. I'm right there with you. I think this is stupid that this is a tile here.
Shut up.
Foreplay?
I want to just not
The
use
entire umbrella of foreplay.
that. Get out of here.
I wanna-
Right click delete.
I wish I could.
Chrome.
This is not a
That
good tier
pisses
list.
me off.
Foreplay.
We're getting rid of that.
Yeah.
We're just ignoring
We'll
it.
just ignore
We'll
it.
just leave it there.
I want to get it out of the way so we don't even think about it. Obviously, foreplay is great, but this is like a foreplay tier list. So,
Exactly.
moving on. Shower together.
Okay, what are your thoughts on this? I have a number of thoughts.
I think it can vary. I've never been in a relationship where you just like habitually shower together. I feel like there's some couples who do that. They just shower together out of practicality. I'm
Right.
sure that kills the zest.
Right.
I find a shower sesh to be very fun and steamy.
Yeah, well,
I'd give it a pretty high ranking.
fun and steamy. For me, showering together, it's more practical in my life than it is a venue for arousal. And then when it is a venue for arousal, the water is hard to deal with the lubricate. It cancels out a lot of the lubricated.
Oh, you need
Yeah, we can work around it. I
a
know.
silicone based lubricant.
Yes, exactly. There's things to do, but my
Bitch.
point is, you got to learn it.
Right. And you need a good shower for fucking.
You need a good shower. Yeah, there's a lot of barriers
Yeah.
compared to just using the good old sack.
Yeah, the sack's good and easy. Shower can complicate things,
So
but I think it can be very rewarding.
You think it's amazing?
I respect your opinions about this. I don't know if I'd put it under amazing. I think I'd put it under great.
I certainly can
Just
leave
when
it
we
at great.
consider my aggregate shower together experience, I'd put it under great.
Great, because I can see the path where it's really good. I just haven't tread it yet.
You haven't
Treaded?
tread that path. All right, I'm gonna put it under great. I'm gonna plop it there.
Okay.
Hold hands.
This has been very take it or leave it for me.
It's been take it or leave it hand holding?
Yes.
Wow.
When I think hand holding in like middle school was very titillating.
The first time I held a girl's hand,
Yeah.
I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah, same. Totally.
Stunning.
Yeah, it
It's
was a big
amazing.
deal. And maybe that can be recovered over time.
I mean, it's like a lot of things. The significance of it changes, but when you're holding a hand, you know, of your eye apple, I don't know. I'm speaking in
The apple of your eye.
I'm speaking in rhymes and riddles. You got the apple of your eye.
Uh-huh.
You've been dating.
Yeah.
You've been going on dates, I should say.
Yeah.
All platonic.
Mm-hmm.
And then you touch hands for the first time.
Yeah, it's a shift.
It's a pretty big moment.
It is a big, you're right.
It's exhilarating.
But my thing is, does it have staying power? Is it like, for me, the hand-holding power has typically faded after that initial surge that it provides. And that's maybe my fault.
I don't think it's like a problem that you feel that way. I think it's just, you know, the base level of PDA.
Yes.
And with that in mind, you know,
I might
I think
say
it's
great.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's always
Okay.
appropriate.
We know.
Never have a problem with it unless it's like inconvenient and you're like having trouble navigating, because I've been in that position before.
Yeah.
Depends on the venue.
There's things. There's things.
The next one says lap pillow. I'm
yeah,
not sure. Is
so
that
that's like laying your head on somebody's lap,
okay?
I assume.
Yeah, that's how I'm picturing it.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say I've indulged in this sin
Mm-hmm.
very much.
Sin.
I can't think the last time.
Neither receiving or giving?
I'm sure, you know me. I'm always cavorting
Yeah.
with women.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sure I've lapped it up at some point.
So to speak.
It seems, in theory, it seems great.
I think it's great. It's good to be able to do it. It's good to have a lap to lay on.
Yeah, true. You know, that's what your SO is there for,
If you will.
to be the meat under your head,
Yeah.
soften your cranium,
If you will.
if you will.
And I would.
How about a back scratch?
No.
No,
No thanks.
No thanks.
It's like I'm never wanting that.
Huh?
Well, okay. How do you interpret that? Because I don't know what it is.
Yeah, maybe you're just sitting together in a situation. Maybe you're at an event with friends or something, or like family. You're sitting on the couch, people are just talking, you're next to each other, and your significant other's just idly,
Yes.
scratching your back.
Okay.
That's one scenario.
Sure. That's a fair one.
It's like a spin-off of hand holding to me.
I know what you mean. It's like a very passive yet descriptive thing.
Yeah.
Now, for me, this difference is merely rub versus scratch. Like the difference of this versus this in that scenario is massive to me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's because of your autism.
Might be because my tiz.
Yeah. Is that even a joke?
I don't know. Wait, on me or my side or your side?
On my side. I mean, I feel like, that's like having issues with sensations.
Well, and it could be that, the right person, every person that you're romantically involved with, like the way they do some things is just not going to drive compared to the way they do other things, and vice
Right.
versa for other people. So it's like,
So you're just not, the introduction of nails is a no-go for
my
you.
first thought there was like, you're watching TV and you're like, ooh, can you scratch my back? And they're like, a little bit to the left, a little bit below that. And it's like, which I don't think that's what it
I'm
is.
never really in that situation.
Right?
But
I can scratch my own back.
I don't mind receiving it. I think maybe we should put in an to
Yes,
honor your feelings.
for sure.
Okay.
The big one.
Oral
For
sex.
me, anyway, it seems.
Oral sex.
To me, this is, I guess, at perfect.
Perfect.
Do you think so?
I don't know if I'd put it under perfect. I
Whoa.
prefer conventional fucking to oral
A little
sex.
bit over. So for you, it's below perfect.
I would chalk it up to amazing
Okay, yeah.
because it is amazing.
It is.
It's not perfect.
Now, what about giving it?
I prefer to receive it than to give it.
I think most. I don't know if most agree. I know that a lot of people are happy to give and receive, and a lot of people get pleasure out of giving.
That's true. I know this to be true.
Mm-hmm.
I am just being honest,
Yeah.
and I don't hate giving it.
Yeah.
I just enjoy receiving it more than giving it.
And that makes perfect sense in like 99 times out of 100, just because it's like, well, yeah, you're receiving.
It's
and
my penis. That's,
it's
it's
a more of a gift to you than to them. But some people also, it's step up. So.
Yeah, man, the diaspora kinks out there, sexual fancies. It's crazy, okay? Being into oral sex, it ain't that edgy. I'm going to put under amazing.
Okay. And we'll see. Maybe some shit settles out.
Yeah, because right now we got nothing under perfect, which is the top tier. Playing with hair. I like this.
Me too. This can say a lot.
I agree. I like having it. I like being played with, and I like playing with it.
I think it's great.
I'd say at least great.
This great tier is interesting to me now.
Oh, this is a good. Yeah, it's great tier's the most crowded.
It's kind of like the great tier so far is like, this is what you do when you're an established couple. This is like default.
Yeah.
And yet, titty suckle is
the titty suckle is pretty good. Well, the next one's titty grab.
All right, for me, this is amazing.
You're more titty grab than suckle.
I love playing with boobs.
Wow. I love playing with boobs.
Here's the thing. There's like obviously the sexual piece, but there's also a sort of just straightforward tactile piece of like, it's a boob. It's fun to play with.
Yeah, like moon sand is fun to play
exactly. And then I think you have both women and men agree like, yeah, boobs are where it's at. And you can't go wrong with a boob of any sort.
You mean that in a bisexual sense? So like,
no, even beyond that, like I think in general, boobs are well respected both in sexual and non-sexual circumstances. I think a lot of people are boob fans, period.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know anyone who's averse to a boob.
No one's anti-boob. I mean, depends on the type of boob. I'm anti, comically large boob. That's me.
That's you.
I pro default boob. I'd take small boobs over hilariously big boobs.
Yeah, now this is the thing. It's like, but you're not anti-boob.
I'm definitely not anti-boob. But a titty grab.
Yeah, what does it mean for you?
I think I'm more titty suckle than titty grab. But that's just me.
Wow, we're going crazy.
We're fucked up, dude. You said amazing for titty grab?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't know why. I have to revisit what I said for titty suckle to put it in pretty good. But I think it's amazing. So you're putting it at great.
I'm gonna put it
good.
I'm gonna put it under amazing because you know how you feel about it.
Yeah, I have a lot of conviction about it.
And I love a good titty grab.
There you go.
All right, but it's just not like. It's usually it depends on the woman,
Yeah.
and their assets.
Or
you know
man.
what I'm saying? What assets they're bringing to the table. You know what I'm saying? Some women got knocking tits, fat milkers, but no cheeks.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll
Anyway.
get to that, won't we?
Berry head in chest.
Oh, I guess we won't get to any like butt thing here other than anal. Whatever. I was expecting like a ass cheek fondle.
Butt grab isn't even in here.
That's weird. Okay, anyway, berry head and chest.
Crotch grab. Okay.
Berry head and chest is really great.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Have you ever cried into a woman's chest? It's like I need it every so often.
Yeah, it's a full-time occupation for babies.
Yeah. You're right. I'm a huge baby.
Goo goo gaga.
And I'm not even that big.
Explains a lot. All you've been saying is goo goo gaga this whole episode.
Yeah.
No, I'm right there with
edit it so that every time
I think it's great. Yeah. I'm a big fan.
I think it is.
Yeah, where are we at? Are we at amazing?
I guess it's in great, but I do feel a special way about it. I don't know. I think it's
Maybe
amazing.
it should be amazing. I mean, that's pretty intimate. And
isn't it? It's more intimate than holding hands. And not that this is an intimacy
objectively.
scale, but
It's not,
You
but
know.
it's just, I guess it's what we like the most.
All right. We'll rearrange too. So,
I'm a big fan.
Okay,
I could
that's good.
say comfortably it's amazing
okay, good.
because it's a profound gesture, more profound than playing with hair, for instance. Okay, let's just keep going.
A lick.
A lick.
So immediately what I feel is like a not sexual moment being like, like I'm a kawaii, like
Yeah,
I'm trying to be teasy and
I'm
funny.
picturing like a hot topic, quirky girl.
Yes.
Who's like, I'm not like other girls. I'm weird.
She like licks the tip of your nose. She like,
she's into puppy play.
right. Yeah, I don't know. Just the thought of like a tongue coming out of nowhere and like licking my cheek to be like quote unquote cute, I would be more like stop than anything.
Yeah, that feels like teasing, and I mean, I'll put it under
it
F.
depends. It's yeah. There is a version of this.
But I mean, yeah, what are we licking? Are we licking, chocolate syrup off of my butt, or are we licking my forehead while I'm asleep?
I like the brown substances on my butt because it's like it's reminiscent.
Yeah, the brown substances go on my butt. The red substances go
Oh,
on my
make sure.
nipples because they're always bleeding.
Because you're always running 5Ks and you're not
Right.
in Gildan heavy shirts. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I keep telling you to
Nice.
tape them, but you don't.
Nice. Yeah, that's a sweet reference.
But yeah, you need to put ketchup on there.
Yeah.
It comports.
I think lick is F. Overall.
Someone in the comments is gonna be like, "Lick means this," and we might be like, "Okay, that's better." But
I'd love that because it means people are commenting.
there you go. Describe to us what lick means in this fucking context,
Yeah,
please.
what is the context for lick? Context for this next one, make out. That's pretty simple. It's pretty easy to understand.
Make out is amazing.
I'd say it's amazing. I might say make out is perfect. I'm a big
Yeah, it's
We
a
gotta put something under
huge
perfect.
thing. When you start dating someone, you can't stop making out with them.
yeah, making out. I mean, doesn't get old. Not
No.
for a long time, at least. If you got good make out chemistry,
Wow, make out above everything so far. I like where we're headed.
it just like making out. It's great. Okay, you can do it anywhere. It's versatile. It's a
Yeah.
versatile form of physical intimacy, and this, you could do it for so long.
You can.
And there are no
you,
consequences.
You get very charged up making out too.
Making out, my favorite form of foreplay. Because
Yeah.
it is foreplay.
It's very holistic. It's very holistic.
Yeah.
It encompasses you're doing a kiss. You might do a cheek kiss. You might do a neck kiss. You might stare into each other. You might cuddle. You might play with hair. It's a lot of shit going on. You might massage. You might back scratch. You might nose kiss. You might titty grab.
You just might.
So it belongs in perfect because it's like a basket of all sorts.
You
of things.
can be doing all that stuff while making out.
You can't nose kiss during anal. You know what I mean? Unless they're like all the way back.
Wait, where'd we put nose kiss under F?
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. Imagine.
The moment I knew my husband was the one,
Yeah.
he was fucking me in the ass, and then he kissed me on the nose
Yeah.
so
He
tenderly.
was just like, and I was like, oh. And he was like, and I was like, thank you.
I picture it like this, like
Okay.
doggy style, grabs your hair, kisses you on the nose,
A lot of
while
people are into that.
plumbing your colon.
Ew. Here's the thing.
Sorry.
You definitely turned on so many people. Like for so many people, that's like I mean he's
can't
making
help
fun of it, but like
Well,
that's great.
To me, let me explain why that's funny to me. It's the juxtaposition of such an aggressive form of sexual intimacy, anal sex, and hair pulling,
Yeah.
but a little nose kiss to top it off.
Yeah. This funny
Where, you would expect, okay, ass fucking, hair grabbing,
Right.
the snapping of the neck,
Oh my god.
the pulling of the reins, right?
Right.
That is your strands of hair. And then if there's anything mouth-oriented going on, I would expect a loogie to be hawked,
Sure, that's a right. That matches the
right?
vibe.
Yeah. Fuck me in the
Some like
ass and hawk a loogie in my
things,
mouth.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just making this more and more
that's
erogenous.
more likely than the nose kiss.
We're on a huge
For sure.
tangent there.
Yeah, well, people liked it.
Cool. Well, that's settled. We got
Okay.
head pat up next. Very vanilla.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
A head
I mean,
pat is something you give to a little child.
it's demeaning. in a
It
way.
feels demeaning. I'm going to say no thanks.
Yeah, it's a no thanks for me.
A head pat. I don't know how you pat on the head and not be. You receive a head pat from someone who's trying to console you, but they don't know what to do.
Yes.
They're like uncomfortable, so they like
okay.
they tepidly pat you on the head.
Yeah, it's I don't
Hey
think
there.
anyone fucking likes that.
Yeah.
Who likes that? Unless you're like into being like, I'm a baby.
Hey man, you baby. Well, people are into
People
that.
are very into that.
People are into puppy play, Jesse. People
Yeah.
like being babies too.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Dan Schneider definitely loves this shit.
We should do a Rugrats episode where we dress up as babies and just do baby talk for an hour and a half.
And Bryce.
Oh, he's gonna be a baby on the podcast soon.
That's right.
Maybe he can have 2 appearances as a baby.
It's true.
Yeah, Bryce would do that
Baby
well.
Bryce.
He'll just
Baby
get blackout
Bryce.
drunk first.
Oh my god. Baby Bryce.
Baby,
Nap.
nap together. I assume.
Right. Separate naps.
I don't like napping in
Catatonia.
general.
Hard for me to do it.
I mean, I like sleeping together, so I'm just gonna interpret it that way.
Yeah. Yes.
Sleeping in the unconscious
Yeah.
sense.
For me, sleeping together. Okay, let me ask you this: when you overnight, like truly sleep in the same bed together, not fuck, because people say sleep together. Do you sleep perhaps even turned away from them, like you take your own space and commit to that, or do you like to like actually be entwined in some fashion?
I mean, maybe for a little bit, but it gets you hot. You know,
It gets you hot,
So
you
not
can't
all
ever
night.
move.
you can't move.
Sometimes you gotta move.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, sleeping together, it's like I can do it successfully now. I've worked on it a lot. And
Right.
it took me a long ass time.
Yeah, I understand.
But it's not like this blissful, like, oh my God. Right. It's like, I hope I can sleep with this new variable.
Right.
And when I do, I'm like, that's great. And it feels rewarding and it feels like bonding. But I'm not like, oh my God, I can't wait to get in bed with my partner and be sleeping together in the same bed. Because I'm like, I hope this doesn't fuck me up.
Interesting. I do get that.
You get it probably even more than I get it.
More, I mean, recently I
Lately.
do. Before that, I'd never thought of it.
That's right.
So
I don't know.
But I really enjoy
You really
sleeping
enjoy
with
it,
a
and
partner.
I'm kind of good on it. So
I'm gonna put it pretty good then.
all right,
Take a pretty good
that's good.
approach to that
That's
one. Next, we have thigh
This
squish.
This just seems unceremonious to me. Just like one of these,
Unceremonious?
like, I love you, honey.
Yeah, that's what you do when you're driving. You know?
Yeah. Which I don't know. To me, that seems barely like a thing.
I mean, it's not a huge thing, but I think it can be meaningful. You can
Okay.
do it in public, like discreetly.
Yes.
it's a nonverbal form of communication.
Maybe I do it, and I don't even know it.
Bet you do, you fucking freak.
To me, it's
It's F for
Yeah.
you. It's more than F for me. I'll put good. I'm gonna put good.
All right.
I don't really think about it.
So this is
We got the big one. Sex.
No, it just seems so. Here's the thing. It seems so contrived that it would be amazing.
Yeah. Do I just say sex is perfect? Like
Or perfect. I mean,
sex isn't always perfect.
sometimes oral is much better than the sex. Sometimes makeout session is much better than sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, obviously, that can be opposite. It could be true. It could be true of all of it. It's like the best massage might be better than the worst, sex or something.
Great sex is better than a great ear bite.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
taking the variables of all these things.
It's not.
Maybe we should just assume.
First of all, you can't get fucking pregnant any other way. I mean, I know that's a hyperbolic statement, but it's like it's risky as
it's
fuck.
true. It's true. Big drawback to sex that nobody talks about. You
don't
can
talk-
get pregnant doing what you're doing. You want to create another fucking human being, bring life in this world,
Yeah.
so it can suffer like the rest of us.
Yep. So it seems like you'd be perfect, but it's like to me, perfect and amazing. All that stuff can kind of float around between both of those tiers sometimes.
Well,
What do you
here's my take. Sex is like my favorite activity of everything on this list. So I have to say perfect.
A lot of people agree.
I think it's great. All this stuff is awesome. Okay. But it is all foreplay to fucking.
Yeah, and you could argue that there's a reason for that. You know?
What reason would that be, Jesse?
Like, it's the main entree, and everyone agrees, and that's why we've built these things that just support it.
Right.
Now,
it just happens naturally, okay?
You know?
Sex is the whole point.
right.
Okay, I don't talk to girls to not have sex with
Oh
them.
my god.
I'm not kissing foreheads if my dick ain't getting juiced
Now
later.
this is where we finally go mega viral, is because you finally are like, oh, it's a fucking Andrew Tate ass thing.
Yeah, this is a boys
They
podcast.
misconstrue it, yeah.
I can't wait.
It is a boys podcast. It's just like, it's funny. It's this is a side tangent.
It's not the boys podcast in that we're a crypto podcast,
Right.
for instance. We don't
Right.
talk politics. Not that we're not allowed to.
We basically don't. You're right.
Yeah. I feel like that's when I think boys podcast, to go on a little digression here, I think politics, I think crypto, I think productivity and like hustle culture, boy podcast.
Right. It's assertive.
I feel like boys listen to more productivity, like lifestyle podcasts, like educational, I'm air quotes here, educational podcasts. More than women who listen to more I'm totally stereotyping. I'm not even stereotyping. I'm just pulling from anecdotal evidence here. I feel like women are more easily able to listen to podcasts just for comedy,
You have a lot of experience. You know this from an industrial perspective.
I suppose I do. But on the other hand, if I look at our demographic for this podcast, it is 75% male.
Yes.
But
that's
because we radiate gay.
Gadiation. My read on our podcast, as if I were a listener, is like, these are two white boys that know they're two white boys. So instead of asserting anything, it's like, well, what are we going to add to the conversation? Let's just fuck around.
Yeah.
It's kind of which I appreciate, which is why I contribute to it.
I don't think I have anything worthwhile to say.
Yeah, which is why we do this. Like, it's just
Gestures
like,
all
what
around.
are we, it's like, ooh, like, what problem are we going to solve or thing are we going to, it's like, no, the best use of our fucking stupid mouths is coming up with the most random bullshit and hoping people are like, haha, you know what? That's kind of funny. That's great. That's a great use of our lives.
You sound almost like
I
pissed
swear
off.
it.
That is the best use of our lives.
I don't assert anything.
I'm going to fill a Ziploc bag full of gummy bears and come.
You're going to come in them. I'm going to eat them. I'm going to comment on the pubic hair in there, and they're going to like it.
That's why God put us on this earth. Canceled. God's not real. Finally.
All right, fuck this.
Let's finish.
Crotch grab.
Let's finish this crotch grab.
Now,
That definitely isn't perfect.
what's your take here?
Crotch grab. I mean, look. A consensual, steamy crotch grab. Again, I'm assuming, everything on this list. The context is
Good version
It's
of it.
good. It's a good version of it. I think it's great. I love a good crotch grab.
Same.
I want my balls to be fisted. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying vice grip. Smother those things. My shaft, fucking grip it, twist it, treat it like a bop it, flick it, pull it, yank it. What else do they have?
Pass it. Bam, 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 bam.
Right. Yeah, that was
They've
my
passed it.
high school reunion.
Playing. Your dick was getting passed
Yes.
between your male friend.
Yeah.
Your main male friends were
Okay. All right. Ellen Babbitt was there.
like, oh, and
Actually, she wasn't
redacted.
there.
Oh.
Do I redact
Well,
that?
you redacted from the Hollywood. Wow, the Halloween episode.
Yeah, I did. She didn't show up.
She wishes that you didn't redact it. That would have been a big break.
Yeah, she needs it.
Anyways, yeah, you like your crotch getting treated like a bop it.
Yeah,
Funny.
I'm a fan.
Spin it.
We're still on the bop it thing. Spin it, twist it, pull it. I know there are more. There's Flick It. I know
There's
that
Bop
for sure.
It and Flick It, yeah. Those
Yeah.
are all of them.
Well, I think all that stuff happening to my clothed cock and balls is wonderful.
Oh yeah, same. I think it's pretty high up there. The way they write it, it's like such a bastardization of it, or like a non-consensual
Crotch
like
grab.
someone's just like, and you're not ready for it. But if you're like making out and it happens, it's like amazing.
I wouldn't say I love it when you grab my crotch.
Yeah, the word crotch.
The word
is-
crotch feels
where it falls
wrong.
apart.
Not very sexy. But we know, we're interpreting it correctly, I think.
Mhm.
I'm going to say, gosh, in terms of foreplay, it's so simple,
It is.
but so is a kiss. I'm putting under amazing.
Yeah, I feel the same. I think it's pretty assertive
It is assertive, which I
in
like.
a way that's I mean, when you
I
want it.
like doing it, like receiving it.
Me too.
Especially to Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser. God, poor Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
He likes it. He's earned it. He wants it. That's why you're doing it to him.
Right. That's in my head anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that one time.
Get in the fat suit. What?
A little whale with a whale reference.
Oh, well, which I watched the first literal 2 minutes of. I
Why'd
need
you
to watch it.
stop?
Because it was on cable at my parents' house,
Oh.
and we were waiting to watch the game. Actually,
Oh,
so I
wow.
wanted to
Because
show
you had to
them,
watch it for the 5th time.
Yeah, I was like, you guys gotta watch this. And while we were waiting them to get ready to settle in, the whale was on. And
Man.
I was like, oh, no.
You missed an opportunity to watch the whale. I mean, the game
I'm
worth
gonna watch
watching, obviously. I think the whale is worth watching.
It's still on my list.
I'm going to rewatch it.
Soft cheek caress.
Soft cheek caress. I can't imagine doing this in a way that isn't ironic. You
I know.
I do it ironically all the time, which is a form of physical intimacy, but I wouldn't do it. I like wiping someone's tears away. I wouldn't expect that to be it feels corny to me.
Yeah.
A soft cheek caress.
It
It doesn't feel doesn't feel natural.
feels a little artificial. I agree. It's like, what are you, a fucking anime protagonist?
Yeah, it feels like a very
Or
scripted.
Phantom of the Opera, don't worry, darling.
Yeah, a gloved cheek caress.
Yeah, I don't know.
My darling.
I don't care about it.
I don't care either. I'm putting it under. And you know what? Now we're done. That's everything.
Foreplay, fuck you.
Foreplay.
All right. Should we
impossible
resettle?
place.
I mean, this is probably good, but is there anything now that we have context?
Well, on the extremes, perfect. We've put makeout and sex. Those are the only two perfect forms of sexual intimacy because they're so all-encompassing.
I want to put oral on perfect, but I'm realizing that it's
Where'd we put oral?
amazing.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Sex is like a perfect feedback loop of pleasure for both people,
Yeah, it's true.
for the most part.
Sex,
When it's good.
It's supposed to be. Right. Well, yeah. Okay. In the ideal scenario, we can apply that to oral sex too. I mean,
Yeah.
sex is you can love giving oral, but
could,
it's not the same as getting fucked good.
69 is not on here, for example. But
Right.
We'd call it oral, perhaps. And it's a compelling angle.
I feel like it's a rare couple that enjoys 69ing more than any form of intercourse. I feel like 69ing is such a gimmicky
Wow.
thing.
That's your take on it, huh?
It's my take on it.
That's his take on it. I think that 69ing makes oral sex competitive with sex.
Wow.
Depending. Obviously, all of this depends on the moment, depends on just how good it is at the time versus another thing.
So are you lobbying for me to put oral sex
I
in
would
perfect?
put oral sex in perfect, but I'm more than happy to keep it
I'll
amazing.
put it in perfect, okay? It's everybody, we did it! I mean, it is terrific, okay?
Should we put a noose here?
like oral sex deserves more credit than a cheek kiss.
And I want to be clear to the audience. I'm considering giving and receiving on all of these.
Right.
And I'm wrapping both of those evaluations into my things anyway. But where titty suckle makes me feel weird where it's at.
Titty suckle.
Do you think it's good?
I think it's better than good.
Right? Well, you said it's pretty good. So I guess that
I
works.
think compared to
But now
these other
great
things,
is
it's
so-
better than these other things.
Do you think
for
it's
sure.
better than holding hands? It's hard to quantify because holding hands doesn't. First of all, holding hands, like you said, when you're in 7th grade and you hold hands, like you're gonna get a boner.
Oh yeah,
Like
that thing
it's
is gonna
incensing.
rip through your fucking gym shorts.
Yeah,
Your cargos.
not even because it's like arousing inherently, but just because it's intense.
It's electrifying.
It implies a lot.
Yeah.
It's electrifying. So it's still hard to be like, okay, in the moment you're doing one thing, and then in another movie doing another. But
I think
don't
it
know.
deserves to go up a notch
Okay.
to great.
Now maybe a lot of this is great. I don't know.
Yeah, well, this has been a weird tier list, you know,
Yeah,
because these things they're so variable.
they are variable. Thigh squish. Who
Just
cares?
depends on what you're into and your partner. You know, amazing. Just to recap for our listeners, we've got kiss, cheek kiss, titty grab, very head and chest crotch grab. That does feel weird.
right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I could see you could present like 10 of these, and I'd be like, they're all correct. If you made the right case.
I'm not even crazy about a titty grab. I think I'd put hold hands over at
wow.
least on par with titty grab. But that's where we differ.
That's where we differ
That's
big
the
time.
problem with this fucking tier list.
Exactly. I could deal with bringing titty grab down to great. I wouldn't be like, that makes sense. Like, I don't have that much conviction about it. If you're like, that feels wrong, I'm happy to bring it down because I get it.
I'm gonna leave it.
All right.
I don't feel like we need to micromanage this too much.
All right.
Oh,
Maybe it's good. I don't know.
play fight. These things at the bottom are definitely right.
Yeah, those suck.
Anal, tickle, play fight, head pat. None of that even sounds good
No.
unless you love anal.
I don't give a fuck about a back scratch, a soft cheek caress, or a nose kiss or a lick.
Yeah, me either.
Again, at some point,
Must-
someone will lick me and I'll be like, oh, that's what it's about.
That's what that meant. Right. It's licking my balls. But
Yeah,
that's just oral
oral
sex.
Exactly.
Good. We got massage. We got sitting close together. We got thigh squish. Always good. Massage, you know, that's a more active thing, but like massage is good. Pretty good. Ear bite. I like a good ear bite.
Yeah, it
it's in
works.
the neck region. I think it's very erogenous.
It's a Raj.
Forehead kiss, hug from the back, nap. Those can all be pretty fulfilling. And yeah, great. We got neck kiss, titty suckle, staring into each other's pussies, cuddle, shower together, hold hands, playing with hair,
That's good.
lap pillow.
This is the echelon of like
right.
you've cracked through something.
This
when
is
you're
what
doing
it's all
this.
about. You know,
This
this
is
is
your
where you're gonna
default.
live most of the time.
Yes,
You know, you're
you're dating.
data, you're kissing your necks, you're sucking titties, you're staring into each other, you're cuddling, you're getting wet and wild, you're holding hands, you're playing with hairs, you're clenching sphincters, you're going to the doctor. They're
You
telling
are.
you got AIDS. You're saying AIDS was abolished in 1994.
You're saying, so what do you mean? And the doctor says, you need to grapple with this reality. And you say, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna put this away now.
Okay.
Good tier list, man.
Yeah,
Good work.
something about it. It's good. It's what it needs to be. I think it's just, I think if it was better assembled, we
I
would
don't
have
think
confidence.
this is not a well
Right.
put together template,
It's fine.
but it is what it is.
I had fun.
I had an all right time.
Okay. Guess we'll work on that next time.
Yeah, we'd better. We want to keep doing this. Our relationship. You
Yeah.
haven't sucked my balls in years.
In years.
And those things are getting a little chapped. Okay,
Yeah.
they're
Okay.
bone dry.
Well, I eat.
Tell him he needs to suck my balls every once in a while.
Listen,
You said you love oral.
I do, but from you to you, you need to. Candy is our intermediary. I want all sexual actions to be for us to be
Right.
the form of candy.
Cum glazed sweets,
Ass sweat,
ass
you know-
sweat smoothie.
right?
Right.
You know, like you just kind of go like this from behind your ear, and you use those oils.
Right.
Very specific smell
Maybe
back
like
there.
a dandruff like cookie or something,
Ew. But yeah, that's what I want.
as couples do.
A dandruff cookie.
That is pretty gross. That is pretty gross. I think we can both agree. Head flakes
Yeah.
in a
Tough.
sweet treat.
Tough.
Unnecessary. I know you're looking at me, waiting for me to determine if the episode is over.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
And it is. Fuck yeah.
Get the fuck out of
That's
here.
another one down the drain. Here we are, episode 19 of the Slime Zone.
Really?
Yeah.
Feels like it's been more, but that's cool.
Oh, it's 19.
This 19's a lot, though.
It is a lot. Most podcasts don't last more than 5.
That's right.
So we sealed the deal a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Things are going great. We're sponsored by Target. Target recently agreed to sponsor us.
Yeah.
That's very real.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start plugging Target a lot.
Yep.
This episode is brought to you by Target. I forget their slogan or if they got one, but
Target. It just go there.
fucking shop at Target,
I don't know.
bitch.
Yeah.
Starbucks.
Yeah. At the end. Starbucks. We used to have a Pizza
The
Hut.
motto, the slogan is just like,
Right. I guess.
I'm just kind of convulsing a little bit. It's just Valley Girl, you know.
Yeah. It's a Valley Girl, like post-coital spasm. Yeah. but take that, superimpose on a Valley Girl. She's like, that's Target.
Yeah,
that is
wrists.
Target personified.
I think it is. That's
The
Target.
wrists are where it's at.
This is all in the branding packet that they sent me.
Yeah, the PDF you got. When you refer to us,
Yeah.
think of it like a post spasm, but from a
Anyway,
19-year-old Valley Girl.
next time you see us, we're going to be in Target Studios.
They're real.
That is real thing. They're giving us lots of money, all very real and serious. And yeah, kiss your dick. Wait, no, hang
Try.
on. Cut that.
Try though.
Try to kiss your dick.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of what's a Valentine's Day thing to say. I guess if
Okay.
you're spending Valentine's Day alone,
Yeah, kiss it.
which is fine, by the way.
That is a perfect opportunity to be like, I haven't tried to blow myself in a while. You should try every day
Man,
on
it's been
Valentine's
like 10
Day.
years. I wonder if I can do it.
Every year you should take Valentine's. If you're single, just be like, let's just see if we can do it.
Sure. You know, it's 6:00. You just ate spaghetti alone. Maybe go go to the bathroom. Hunch over the toilet. I don't think that's where you would do it.
Is that how you do it?
No. I think the way to get your dick in your mouth is to lie on your back, right?
And then gravity helps there.
Right, yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while since you tried to suck your dick.
I'll
Maybe
be
your
honest,
dick has grown.
I think I tried it when I was like probably 14.
I tried it when I was
And I
about
made
4.
everyone's tried it. And I made contact.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that.
I almost choked on my dick. I don't even think if I could, I'd enjoy it. But you gotta try.
It's just a matter of curiosity. It's not even necessarily a sexual thing. It's just like, can I?
Did you hear the rumor that Marilyn Manson had like
Yeah,
bones
remove
removed?
his ribs removed so that he could.
Yeah, well, who started that? Was it him starting that myth?
It's a good call if he did, but that was like a classic schoolyard rumor when we were kids.
Truly, everyone's heard this rumor. Every middle school, and where were they getting their information?
I don't fucking
Are
like
they middle schoolers?
the whole like Steve died, Steve's on heroin from Blue's Clues.
Oh yeah,
Like that was in the same vibe at the time.
yeah. Just recess creepypasta.
Yeah, it was primordial creepypasta,
Yeah,
which is really creepypasta. That's why it's popular. It's like cut from the same cloth.
I think so. Just
So
unsubstantiated but interesting rumors.
There you go.
Okay, well, happy Christmas.
Merry Hanukkah.
Kiss your dog, kiss your dick, talk to grandma, and go to hell.
Go to fucking hell. Hate you.
That's where you're going. Bye.